seconds. Look at this. We're live.
You cut your head off.
Yeah, no, it's okay because I'll be here. Look at this. I can even come down a little bit. No, it's just about right, isn't it?
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I have one thing to say tonight.
Yeah, David.
Woof.
Oh, can you see David's shirt?
Yeah, we'll market one for all those people in Europe.
Can you see, ladies and gentlemen of the global audience, can you see David's shirt? Is that wonderful or what? Woof. We're almost ready.
Thank
and
you.
then David had a birthday. Was your birthday the day before yesterday?
Yes, Thursday.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you. And this is a present from my lovely wife.
Is that a golden retriever?
It
Or
is
a golden lab?
retriever. No, this is a golden retriever. This is the world's most perfect dog.
This is what people who have golden retrievers believe.
And see, they are the only, well, they're the smartest people.
What are?
The people that think golden retrievers are the best dog.
Not collies?
You know, collies are good.
Not
golden retrievers.
Black labs? Very
Black
popular.
Labs, they're really good.
They're
Any
very
kind
good.
of lab is really good, but it's golden, you know?
Okay,
I'm
how about
sorry,
this?
it's like-
How about mutts that wander into your life?
Yeah, mutts are pretty good.
I believe those
No,
are my
it's like the
favorite.
golden. It's like when you go to a movie.
Yeah.
You go to one of those movies and you leave and you just go, I don't have to watch the rest of the movies this year. Give them the Academy Award.
It's like that.
That's what
And
a
so that's how
golden
you feel about
retriever
golden
is.
retrievers. They're but I don't know. My thing about golden retrievers, wait a minute. Yeah, we're kind of starting now. This is actually the warm-up act. We're our own warm-up act. It saves money.
And we want to make sure we're warm.
Yeah. And David made lights this time. Although 2 shows ago when we weren't doing lunch, if you want to go back, you'll see that we closed with our normal closing song. And what happened was it was twilighty when we started the song. And by the time the song was over, it was totally dark. It was great. It was very cool.
This was all you could see.
Yeah. Yeah. Like those headlights of his thing. So, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know
Dave.
if you. Hi, Dave. Dave Thomas is here. I'm Dave Malachar. We are Bongos at 9, and we're starting a little early. It's okay. Did you notice, Dave? You probably didn't go online and look at the theme of tonight's show.
I did not. I wanted to be surprised.
Well, then you should be. I made an attractive screen grab that I then turned into the thumbnail for the whole show, and I added titles.
What type are we?
We're type A negative, which means we're
Oh,
A-type
man.
aggressive guys, and we tend to be very negative.
Well, that's okay. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. I have some of this. Is this German water or Austria? This is the Austrian water. For my relatives in Europe, Österreich, Wasser von Österreich, Wasser von Österreich, or if you're Kölsch, it's Wasser von Österreich, Reich. There, because they say there's a little.
So we do have to talk about the name. You know, Dave and I have been struggling as musicians during the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, during the pandemic.
Yeah. And I'm not saying we weren't before, but that really exacerbated it. So we decided we were going to branch out.
Yeah.
And we decided to become producers for a water ballet. But we we didn't want to be stuck with the old kind of Esther Williams retro things. So we updated it. Not a lot. We went into the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's a death metal water ballet now. Leather and studs is what they swim in.
Yeah.
And we call it Liquid Death. And so we
And
started,
so we had this water made.
yeah, to promote
This is
it.
our promotional.
So drink our water and then come see the water ballet.
Yeah.
Coming to a town near you.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I thought of a terrible pun today. I mean, just a truly terrible pun.
How terrible.
It was about the bowl of chowder I had before meeting Senator Thurmond,
Mm-hmm.
the clam before the strom.
Oh.
Yes, Mom, it is the same message and same
Well, they're not. I don't hear any growling.
I'm fairly sure no one's. Should I go see if anybody's watching, or no? That'll just throw us off, right?
No, we have our monitors on. Don't tell us if anybody's watching.
Should we start with the usual starty thing?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
a great starter.
The weather is lovely here, by the way. It's not.
Post Delta.
You know, there's the same people who got hit with the last hurricane got hit with this one too. It missed us, but we ain't crowing because I mean this is ridiculous. And a lot of those people they've evacuated to New Orleans where they're being put up in hotels. So, Dave, is there anything that our audience could do if they wanted to help out these folks who
Yes.
apparently can never go home because Pam, one hurricane after another?
So there truly are. There are families still staying in hotels.
Yeah.
From Cameron Parish, Lake Charles area, here in New Orleans. 6 weeks later, they're still here because they can't go back yet. And now there's really no power. And so there's a Facebook page that you can sign up to help. Imagine Mutual Aid, COVID plus hurricane season. And it's basically, it's just a site of postings. So if somebody needs something, they post it on here. If somebody has something available, and it tends to be a lot of clothing and stuff. We actually do laundry periodically for a family in a hotel because a lot of the hotels they're in, they do have laundry service, but it's like $6 a shirt.
Yeah.
So we help them out, and you too can participate in that.
What's the name of that page again, Dave?
Imagine Mutual Aid, COVID plus hurricanes. If you just get Imagine Mutual Aid and maybe New Orleans, you'll see it. It's not that hard.
We're about to start playing music now. I just yelled at the only people who ever come to our shows. I feel pretty bad.
And they ignored him.
I like it so far.
That fella over there sticking to a plastic chair. He ain't going anywhere. That's Mr. Moisture. Droplets stinging in his eyes. His trousers clinging to his eyes. He's a very sweaty guy.
Mr. Moisture.
He don't find the climate here desirable. That's because the atmosphere is so desirable. He's in a sticky slime. Sweat glands working overtime. Pickled in his natural brine.
Mr. Moisture.
Mr. Moisture. Sweat-soaked paper towels lying reams about. Exile in Siberia, well, that's just something that he dreams about. He can't remember being dry. He's looking like he's like to die. Do you think he's gonna liquefy? Mr. Moisture.
The opening medley, our theme song. Thank you so much, studio audience. Kate and Joyce are our studio audience. We're here. We're, oh, well, we're live on YouTube.
Okay.
Bomb goes at 9.
Yeah.
Mine goes at 9. It's not coming up with tomorrow. I'm getting another one.
We got the archive stuff.
So you couldn't get it either.
No, but I don't want to, I never tried to watch it for long.
Oh. Well, if we're not on there, we're not on there. Look,
Wait a minute, there he is.
Yeah, see, my job, I can't worry about the technical end. I'm an artiste. You understand? And I'm above such petty concerns as, can anyone hear us? Can anyone see us? Does anyone enjoy this? These are not my problems.
Okay.
Okay.
I also cannot deal with the technical issues because I'm an idiot.
Ah, I am an artiste. Egypt. We're a couple of Egypts. Let me look at this. I'm looking at a piece of paper now to try and remember something.
You need a music stand?
Nope. I'm going to try and do it without it. And if I screw it up, I'll just end it sooner. Okay. This song is hard for me to remember. So it's
Walsey?
yeah, it's Graveyard the Pirate. Well, I'm Graybeard the pirate. I take shit from no one. Been sailing so long, I forgot where I sail from. Sailing so long, I forgot what I sail for. Just an old pirate who's washed up on shore. I'm Graybeard the pirate, patch-eyed and hook-handed. I sailed till I stopped and I stuck where I stranded. Furled up the mainsail, furled up the spanker, flooded the bilges and let down the anchor. I'm Graybeard the pirate, obtuse and obstreperous. I sprinkle my speech with therefores and et ceteras. Look back on my life and in taking its measure, ask myself, why did I bury that treasure? Well, I'm Graybeard the pirate, I'm far from fastidious. My habits unclean as my visage is hideous. I'm crusty and crabby, cantankerous and cranky. A snot on my sleeve, cause I ain't got a hanky. I'm Graybeard the pirate, I'm vile and vituperative. I feel I've exhausted my powers recuperative. I smart, I spout like a humpback, I snort like a grampus, been beat up as bad as the bull of the pampas. I'm Graybeard the pirate, I'm rude and rambunctious, despise all that is cautious and unctuous, a drainer of flagons, a wooer of wenches. My colloquies tend to be loud and sententious.
Well, old Graybeard is softer and slower and paler. Guess that's what this shore will do to an old sailor. Someday I'll set sail, say goodbye to dry land, dig up the gold under my sunny island. I'm Graybeard the pirate, I take shit from no one. Been sailing so long, I forgot where I sailed from. Sailing so long, I forgot what I sailed for. Just an old pirate who washed up on shore.
Well done.
Bravo! I have a website for you to share.
Okay, we have a website to share here.
NOLATreeProject.org.
NOLA what project?
Tree Project.
Like a TREE project.
Yes.
Nope. Go ahead.
NOLA, NOLA, NOLAtreeproject.org. NOLAtreeproject.org. I don't know what it's for, but you should visit and then you.
Hey,
The
babe.
tree empowers volunteers to transform lives and communities through disaster response, environmental, and community service projects.
Do you
There.
want to come over and be our eye candy and tell people?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm eye candy, but I
Yeah,
will.
you are.
I will. Do I need to do it with my mask on?
No.
Okay, everybody, NOLA Tree Project, NOLAtreeproject.org. NOLA Tree Project empowers volunteers to transform lives and communities through disaster response, environmental, and community service projects.
Yay, Joyce!
Very well
You
done.
should plug.
Let's put her
Birthday
on
boy.
contract.
We will. You're under contract now.
Thank you.
Okay. This reminds me of the early days of live television. I wasn't there for that. Okay, so you want to keep going with stuff we've never tried to do before?
Sure. What the
Then
heck?
you won't even
That
know how
worked
this
out
goes?
really well.
Okay, because there's a new thing in my body.
Although we have done Graybeard.
Just see this new thing?
Yes. This is. And do we have a story?
Yeah, there's a story. The story's very long. Look at this.
Oh, God, I've got so much of them.
Look at that. Is that something?
Huh?
Huh? Look at that. Look at that. So now I have that.
And the next break, I have another one.
It's okay. It's temporary.
It's temporary.
Yeah, I'm 66. Everything's temporary. That's not even funny.
So what is the story?
It's funny because it's true. It says it's a rose with 1918. My grandpa had a rose that said 1918 that he got at the end of the war. And I
Oh.
mentioned that I wanted one to match his when it turned 2018, 100 years later.
Mhm.
And then I didn't get around to doing it. And then my daughter colluded with Justin Olivier. Probably, no, not probably.
Justin the Colluder.
Justin Olivier, the greatest tattoo artist in the world. I understand there are other tattoo artists across the world, but if you have gone to someone other than Justin Olivier for your tattoo, you have allowed yourself to fall into the hands of a fumbler and a brute. Your tattoo is crap, and you are a moron.
But we
I
still love
think
you.
what I'm trying to say is Justin Olivier. He's the only thing. Your
We
tattoo is
still
crap,
love you because
and you are a
You're
moron. Which is the name, which is, by the way, the name of our children's album that we just made a non-children's album called "Your Tattoo is Crap and You Are a Moron." So that's the whole story. It doesn't hurt, and I'm pleased to have a tattoo. I've wanted a tattoo since I was 4 years old, and my grandpa said, "You don't want that."
and he was wrong.
He was wrong. This liquid death is delicious, and you will be supporting the arts. Sorry. I dance with Linda. I dance with Jean. I dance with Cindy. And then I suddenly see
my brother were talking to each other about what makes a man a man. Was it brain or brawn or the month you were born? We just couldn't understand. Our old man didn't like our appearance. He said that only women wear long hair. So me and my brother borrowed money from mother. We knew what we had to do. We went downstairs past the barber and gymnasium and got our arms tattooed. Welcome to my life tattoo. I'm a man now thanks to you. I expect that I'll regret you, but the skin graft man won't get you. You'll be there when I die. Tattoo. Ah! Well, Dad beat me 'cause mine said mother, but my mother naturally liked it and beat my brother 'cause his tattoo was of the lady in the nude, and my mother thought that was extremely rude. Welcome to my life tattoo. I'm a long time together, me and you. I expect that I'll regret you, but the skin grab won't get you. You'll be there when I die. Tattoo. Now that I'm older, I'm tattooed all over. My wife is tattooed too. A Rudy toot 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 tooty toot toot tooty tooty toot tattoo.
A what?
Wait a minute. You want to talk about this? Very British invasion.
ForeverCalcasieu.com.
Very British invasion.
What is it?
ForeverCalcasieu.com.
ForeverCalcasieu.com. No one knows how to spell Calcasieu. Calcasieu sounds like a blood disorder.
Oh, Dave.
What?
Listen.
It does.
But if it was not, and if it was a parish in Louisiana, you would spell it Calcasieu.
Beautiful. Nicely done, David.
ForeverCalcasieu.com, and you can volunteer. You can either volunteer, or if you are in need, you can also go there and say that you're in need.
Now, those of you who are out of state, across the ocean,
What's going on there?
it might be difficult for you to make these volunteering efforts.
But they can take money.
Yeah. I think they'll accept oil clothes. Okay, I think we've done all the risky stuff, and I apologize for the messiness of that guitar part. It's hard.
No one wants to hear yours.
But I like that song. That's a Who song from the Who Sell Out, my favorite Who album. All right.
So,
Dave.
I'm trying to think who we saw. Joyce, who did we see that was that train wreck at the House of Blues?
Oh, Todd Rundgren?
Todd Rundgren. We saw him at the House of Blues doing solo
Uh-huh.
between piano and guitar. He went back and forth. And like he would stop in the middle of a song and apologize for how badly he was performing.
It's Todd Rundgren. Did you pay money for that?
We did pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is free. And if I bollocks up a Pete Townsend guitar part, I just got a tattoo and I thought of the Who song Tattoo, and then it's hard to play. They also sing it one octave higher than I do. It's really a good
They
song.
were younger back then.
What?
They were younger back then.
So was I.
And more of them were alive, actually.
What are they down to 2?
So did we lose Entwistle?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. John
okay.
Entwistle
So
died.
then it's 2.
Wait a minute! Something just occurred to me.
What?
What instruments did the 2 deceased members of the Who play?
Bass and drums.
What instruments do the 2 surviving members of the Beatles play?
Bass and drums. There. Oh, you're a genius.
That would be a good band. And also, they probably need the money because older people, they're on a fixed income.
Right, fixed income.
They're on a fixed income. Right. They're on those.
And here's what they could name the band.
Huh?
Who? The Beatles?
That'd be fun. They're not going to do it just
They
because I
wouldn't,
said.
might
If
not.
they're watching, we'll open for you.
Yeah. Fair.
For yeah, we can negotiate for just a little smidgen of the door. Listen, we should do more songs as long as we're here in the dark. Although we've only been on for 20 minutes, it seems like
And we have
hours,
light.
doesn't it?
We have artificial light thanks to Entergy.
Is
and
that?
bulbs.
Is this just? To you, does it seem like hours? Because it seems. Oh man.
Well, that's because we started with the 4 minutes of pre-show.
I forgot the first line. Got it. Old man Rhythm got a hole in my shoes. Ain't no use to keep singing the blues. Be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't let me take you on a sea cruise. I said, hooey, hooey, baby. Said, hooey, hooey, baby. Said, hooey, hooey, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Well, I feel like jumping, baby. Won't you join me, please? I don't like begging, but I'm down on my bending knees. I got to keep moving, got my hat on the rack. I got to boogie woogie like a knife in my back. Be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? I say, hooey, hooey, baby, hooey, hooey, baby, hooey, hooey, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Well, I feel like jumping, baby. Won't you join me, please? I don't like begging, but I'm down on my bending knees. Got to keep on moving, got my hat on the back. I got to boogie woogie like a knife in my back. Be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? I don't know where that came from. I needed to get some.
That was part of our Earl Palmer tribute.
Was he the drummer on the original on both original versions?
Which are the both? Oh, yeah, that's Frank.
The version Frankie, but I think did Huey Piano Smith do it first?
Oh,
And then they had Frankie Ford do it, probably with the same band, because then they could sell it to white kids and make money.
So this is another thing I love about. So Earl Palmer is a New Orleans drummer, just dramatically underappreciated for all the things he did.
Except by drummers.
Right, except by drummers. And he was the drummer on I'm Walking. So that classic New Orleans street beat at the beginning, that's Earl Palmer. Goes out to the West Coast and becomes a session drummer, part of the Wrecking Crew. And Ricky Nelson wants to do a cover version of I'm Walking. Who does he get for the drummer?
Does he get Earl Palmer?
He gets Earl Palmer. So Earl Palmer is the drummer on both those versions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when people say Earl Palmer is everywhere or was everywhere, it's true.
He really was. He was on all those TV themes,
Mm-hmm.
Beach Boys records.
Movie theme, Mission Impossible.
That's him?
That's him.
Wow. 5'4".
Yep.
We're going to do more songs now.
And we
Yeah.
have another website to bring you now.
ImagineWaterworks.org.
So Babe, do you want to come back and get our eye candy and tell us about it? Come on over.
ImagineWaterworks.org, which was actually Imagine Waterworks.
We'll bring
was
another member out of the studio audience.
was a George Harrison,
Hi,
John Lennon
everybody.
supergroup.
Okay, I don't know too much about this one, but I trust my source. Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Delta Relief and Recovery Fund. Those most impacted by hurricanes deserve a voice in what disaster relief looks like. Donate to the Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Delta Relief and Recovery Fund to support both immediate needs and long-term recovery in Southwest Louisiana. That is ImagineWaterworks.org.
And so, folks, just to put it in perspective, Category 4 hurricane, 6 weeks later, Category 2 hurricane, landfall track within 15 miles of each other.
And hurricanes are wider than 15 miles. It's not like they're these
Right.
coasts where they're
So essentially, the same place got whacked
basically they just,
6 weeks apart.
it's ridiculous. It's not fair. Life's not fair, and that's why we should try to be. Well, let's, thank you very much.
But we suspend that belief when we're playing for you because this is not fair.
Here's the thing. It's not. It's a form of audience abuse. But my theory is that there's not kids watching this, right?
Right.
So these are responsible adults who know what they're letting themselves in for.
Right.
And it's a little bit like, because a lot of people are on lockdown because of this disease. Everybody has the pandemic. If you're like most people, and a surprising number of us are, if you're like most people, you and your friends are actually sort of boring. I know I am, and my friends are. And when we get together and chit chat and stuff like that, like you go out to a place where there's food or drink or just fun of some sort, and you chit chat with each other, it's actually pretty mundane and boring. So I think that's the niche we're filling here. Is if you wanted to hang out with some sort of dull people and have sort of a half-assed time and get home and say, well, it wasn't bad. Those people they're not terrible people.
Well,
I've heard all those songs before, but
Graybeard, they've hardly heard.
no, and also that was, even though I flunked it a little, that was all the words.
And we've never done a mini rock opera by the Who before.
No, and I think I'm going to keep it in after I learn that guitar lick.
Especially
Better.
with the tattoo.
Yeah, the tattoo one is fun. I never had a tattoo before. It's not painful, by the way.
So
It's like you've scratched your arms worse working in the yard.
So those guys that walking around with covered with tattoos that want you to think they're all macho because they can take it.
They
Like the
just-
wusses.
They spend a lot of money. They spend as much time in tattoo parlors as old ladies with blue hair spend in beauty parlors. They want you to think they're tough guys, but they spend a whole lot of time and money looking that way, which is not what tough guys do.
And they just sit around and gossip.
Yeah, and what tough guys really do is sit around drinking vodka and cleaning their weapons. So I'm told. I don't actually know any tough guys. I'm having
Oh
some
no,
trouble.
we're gonna go through the.
No, I got the whole guitar
Okay.
strap thing on now. I just felt like wearing my guitar strap. Let's do another song. Oh, let's do ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-da ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-da ba 1, 2, 3. You say you love me, talk's cheap. You say you dream about me in your sleep, but I see no indication this obsession persists through the day. Put up or shut up, that's what I say. You say you're hot and sweaty, you can't think straight. That could be a virus or something you ate. You say you love me real bad, well I already been loved that way. Oh, shut up, that's what I say. Okay, I'm cute, okay, I'm fine, okay. We agree about the bottom line. You don't know what move to make, well, give me some sugar
sugar or give me a break. How long has this been going on? Time and money, you've been overdrawn. The clock's ticking and it's time for you to make your play. Put up or shut up, that's what I say. Okay, I'm cute, okay, I'm fine, okay. We agree about the bottom line. You don't know what move to make. Well, give me some sugar or give me a break. How long has this been going on? Time and money, you be overdrawn. The clock's ticking and it's time for you to make your play. Put up or shut up, that's what I say. Put up or shut up, that's what I say. Put up or shut up, that's what I say. Thank you so much, our studio audience. I just want to mention that Dave has an Arizona hat on. Do you know anybody in Arizona, Dave?
Yes, we have some very close people in Arizona.
Really?
Joyce's daughter Amy,
Yes.
TJ,
Yeah.
and 2 grandkids.
That's pretty delightful.
It is delightful,
you get out
except
there
we
and-
can't go there.
We have friends too.
And friends.
I have a niece.
We have friends.
Linda Bill Ingerman and some of Amy's friends, Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
and Laura Musco.
See? And so you can't, but you can't go so high. Maybe they're watching.
So Kate says you have people there
We do
too.
have family there.
Oh, Emily lives there.
Emily and Jordan.
Well, if we're talking about, that's Tucson. If you're talking about Phoenix,
We're in very outside of Tucson.
we got Jeff's mom, right?
Yeah, did I tell you she's moving back to New York?
No.
She's moving back to New York.
Isn't this just like hanging out with your friends?
Yeah, it is, because you catch up.
You catch up?
everybody, and-
I'm wearing a Motorcycle Ohio hat and a Milan, Ohio Melon Festival t-shirt. So I'm also representing.
So see, the way this is different from hanging out with your friends and not in a good way is you can't bum beer and cigarettes from us.
That's true.
Or catch COVID.
Or catch COVID, so that's positive.
That's the truth.
You won't
right.
get COVID-19.
Not from watching this. You may, wish that you could contract some sort of deadly virus if it would free you from the torment of sitting through our show.
And then it would be a gift from God.
Yes, just take me now. Don't make me watch Bongos at Night anymore. No one is making you watch this. We have no gigs. There's no work. So this is what we can do. I think let's do another song.
Okay.
David, do you have any favorites? Do you want to read the guitar?
They're all my favorites. Constance and Harmony.
Beautiful. Nice idea. She said that she lived on the corner of Constance and Harmony. I said, ain't that poetic? She said, boy, it ain't an analogy. More than mere metaphor, it's a matter of simple economy. 'Cause you can't beat the rent and it's close to the places I wanna be. She said, give me a lift to the corner of Constance and Harmony. I said, let's take a spin on my swing Come on, baby, hang on me. As we steer by the stars, you'll admire my command of astronomy.
Command of astronomy.
Navigating the channel, a master of urban geography. Well, she boiled up some grits and she said, won't you join me in harmony? I said, maybe a taste, but I got to maintain my autonomy. She said, make up your mind, you can't have just the bits that you want of me. And I thought, well, why should I wonder when what I want's right here in front of me? Well, I thought for a while, how do I reconcile this dichotomy? I'd be taking the air now if I didn't care what she thought of me. It's too late if I leave to retrieve what she's already got of me. So I see no way out without saying so long to a lot of me. Now we live in a house on the corner of Constance and Harmony. And you say, ain't that poetic, but mystery ain't an analogy. More than mere metaphor, it's a matter of simple economy. Cause you can't beat the rent and it's close to the places I want to be. Everything that I want's on the corner of Constance and Harmony.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. That was a good suggestion. That was fun. We got time for more songs.
We have lights, so we can play all night. That sounded great.
What?
That sounded great. Guess we should do a commercial plug. This beverage is from Oak Street Brewery, right around the corner. Second block of Oak Street off Carrollton. They're a recent addition to the neighborhood. They've just gotten permission to do Go Cups. So Thursday through Sunday, they stay open till 8 o'clock. And you can get 32-ounce crowlers or you can get a to-go cup. And this is their amber.
How is it?
It's excellent. You need a taste to tell? Or you
No,
take mine?
because two reasons, and probably the main one, because I can have all the beer I want, really, is the COVID.
Oh, the
I should-
COVID.
I
That's
shouldn't be
right. I
drinking.
almost killed the guitar player.
Yeah.
Number one, he just called me the guitar player, which is the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Number two, he didn't know us.
You could.
No, because I ain't no. Here's a guitar, and I got one, but I ain't no guitar
You could
player.
be nice and call me the bongo player. back.
He is the bongo player. More importantly, he's the percussionist,
See, this is a polite game.
and he is Dave Thomas. And
This
he's
is like
bongo.
a good married couple. We lie copiously to maintain the relationship.
We do indeed. That's how. Yeah, I'm just.
Go to the
I don't know what I'm
bathroom.
doing here. I don't know what was happening there. Oh, we'll go back to that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the lick.
I'm so gone, never been no goner. I had a flat pint of gin, I had a bowl of marijuana. That ain't my car, I've never seen it before. We found it parked around back of the furniture store. without upsetting you folks. We only had to stop in when we ran out of smoke. What is it about us that will give you a fright? Now, because we're ragged, that don't mean we're not right. I think you should try to calm down, maybe. See, I'm just drunk, but my friend is crazy. Well, me and my partner were just driving around. Which don't take all that long in this one-stop life town. Hey. I don't know where he got that gun. We're not the kind of guys that ever hurt anyone. All he wants to do is only talk to the lady. Hey, I'm just drunk, but my friend is crazy. You know, I'm getting tired of all the stupid things that you do. Seems like everything you start, I gotta finish for you. Well, now we're gonna have to take the back streets home. I think next time I go out, I'm going alone. There might have been some trouble, but my memory's hazy. I'm just drunk, but my friend is crazy. This song's it's sort of like In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. It's one of those things.
Yeah, so I was thinking it was like a Canned Heat vibe if Elmore Leonard had been their lyricist. And if they made it into a movie, it's noir blues.
It is. It's noir blues.
And if they made it into a movie, Elia Kazan for sure would have been the director.
Man, oh man. Who made the Defiant Ones? Who was the director? Was that Elia Kazan?
I don't know.
You remember that movie?
I do remember that.
Tony Curtis and the Defiant Ones.
Was it Brando? No.
No, it's Tony Curtis
It's the
and
it's Sidney Poitier.
and Sidney Poitier. Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier are, for some reason, so they're number one, they're extremely handsome. So there's two very handsome men, and they're chained together because they're on a chain gang in the South, which is actually in Marin County. And they escape, and they're running together, and initially they hate each other because one of them is black and the other is white. So we learn about harmony, racial harmony between these guys. It's very earnest, really. And they are being pursued by a Southern sheriff who's played by Theodore Bickel. So you got
Stanley Kramer.
Oh, Stanley Kramer.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
It's really well intentioned. It really is. It's just silly, and also apparently they just flooded some section of Hollywood with water when they needed a swamp. But I mean, Tony Curtis, whose real name was I think Bernie Schwartz, right?
Yeah.
It was Bernard Schwartz.
I believe
But
so.
Theodore Bickel as a Southern, it's not.
It's great.
It's like I'll tell you what
Somebody
he
was
ain't.
making an ironic statement.
He's no Strother Martin.
Oh.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
We're gonna do another song. David's gonna top off his beer though.
That's a good idea.
You gonna
I'm
put it
going
in your
with,
thing, or are you just gonna drink it from the
I'll
can?
drink it out of the can.
What's it called?
It's a Terrapin Hopsecutioner.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
nice.
this is a good theme between Liquid Death and Hopsecutioner.
Oh, look, he
You
brought me
can
a
kind of
seltzer
see
water.
where we're going.
And a Waterloo brand.
Those are warm. This is cold, actually. If you want to go with that one in a
This
glass.
isn't even empty. No, I want the grapefruit. Even though it's
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry, folks. This, let's do a song. Then I'll come back to drinking more water. I already did that. This is terrible. You know, grown up actual people who are in this business. You know which ones I mean?
They're not in this business right now.
No, nobody's in this business right now. Oh, you know what I feel like singing? Corduroy Sport.
Okay, we can do that.
It's a doo-wop song. I'll be the only singer. But I'll tell you what, if you know the song, sing along at home.
Right.
Fill out the harmonies.
That's right. You people at home sing the ooh-ahs.
Oh, I remember. It starts with a rubato section. I think the least that you can do is look a person in the eye and acknowledge their existence. Nod your head as you walk by. I have friends who are much hipper, and they say I shouldn't do that, for you may find yourself conversing with a schizophrenic hobo. But I say there are worse things than talking to a madman, and that you both might take some coke if you have a little chat. I remember there was one time I was walking in the city. I smiled and nodded at his drink. Fell in step and I told the story. He said I used to have a girlfriend. This was when I was in grad school. We shared a small apartment. We had a mattress on the floor. We lived on love and ramen and donations from mother, who would send us cardboard boxes containing cookies and advice. She played Mozart on the oboe. She played that Fieschi concerto. She was hoping to be featured in the Philharmonic show, but they brought in a ringer. They brought in a freelance oboe slinger. My girlfriend gave a hobo, and she moved to Portland, Maine. I wrote this song while walking home from the Rite Aid. That was where Conseco's is now, with chocolate and almonds and aspirin for the dog. I used to have a real old dog. I looked over on my left. That's when I saw that there was bird shit right there on the shoulder of my corduroy sport coat. I looked over on my left. That's when I saw that there was bird shit right there on the shoulder of my corduroy sport coat. Thank you. Which really happened, and I no longer have that corduroy sport coat. I have another thrift store corduroy sport coat. Here's the thing about getting bird shit on a corduroy sport coat.
It's not good.
It's not, because you can rub it off, but corduroy has the interstitial
Yeah.
things. The only way you could effectively get that out of there was if you were lucky enough to have a pocket comb where the spacing was exactly the same as
Yeah, that's a great idea.
you could also use your toothbrush. But what I did
But
is
once.
I replaced the corduroy sport coat. I don't know what happened. But a bird did shit on my corduroy sport coat. It was terrible.
And was it coming home from that Rite Aid?
It was exactly coming home from the Rite Aid, and I really was singing this song to myself on the way home.
It's cool.
Because as I was in the Rite Aid, there was some Sam Cooke playing, and Sam Cooke songs go.
Maybe if you
Twisting, twisting, everybody is great. We
So-
should do. We'll have a Sam Cooke night.
So
sometime
as long
soon.
as we're on Sam Cooke,
Yeah.
who is the drummer on some of Sam Cooke's biggest hits?
Who was it, Dave?
Earl Palmer?
Was it Earl Palmer?
It was Earl Palmer.
We are trying to wait a minute. People could do this, and I don't know if the city is looking into this now, and we're actually a candidate. Earl Palmer is a candidate to have a park named after him. There's a park in New Orleans called Palmer Park, and it's named after a Civil War era racist.
Ooh.
Seriously, who and they named the park, which had been called something else, after him after he got hit by a streetcar in 1902 and killed. Which just goes to show, what goes around comes around. You eventually do bad things all your life, and eventually you die. Of course, if you do good things your whole life, eventually you die as well. So my point is not being made here, but that wasn't my point. My point is that they could call it Palmer Park still, but rededicate it to the memory of Earl Palmer, fabulous drummer, instead of this shithook Benjamin Palmer. Joseph Benjamin.
remember.
I can't remember either, and he should be forgotten. His name and
And what would be nice about the park would be we could have like a music festival out there every year in memory of Earl Palmer. We could get all these bands that would play Earl Palmer songs, because you could do 12, 14, 16. You could do probably 24 hours of festival doing songs that Earl Palmer
well, the estimate
played on.
is that he was on like 500 sessions, right?
Pete, so this is one of the stories.
This is an Earl Palmer story.
So the third Bonnie Raitt album is really good. She had a run of about the first 4 albums that were excellent,
Mm-hmm.
and he is the drummer on most of the tracks on the third album. And in his biography, the what he says about the recording with Bonnie Raitt on her third album is some variation on, yeah, I don't know, I don't even remember those sessions.
That's good.
Because he did so many.
He did so many, and it's a really good album. I mean, this would be work that if any one of us had it, we would be proud to have this as our legacy.
Right.
And
But
he's
he
like,
didn't remember.
I don't even remember doing it.
Didn't somebody ask him if he could play a certain beat, and he said, "This is an Earl Palmer anecdote that you probably remember." Somebody said, "Can you play this kind of rock beat?" And he said, "I invented that shit," which he did. So anyway, so the point is, if you go to change.org and do a search for Earl Palmer Park, you can sign a petition, which hopefully will be taken into account, the numbers of signatures, when they decide what to rename Palmer Park. Also, the saving money on signage for Broke City, which would be
And
great.
a nice place for a music festival. We could do it every year on his birthday, which happens to be October 25th. It's coming up.
It is coming up. Unlike your birthday, which is over.
Right. Yeah, it's going.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And what would be really cool, so October 25th is also Minnie Pearl's birthday. So we could set up 2 stages. We could
Yeah.
have Earl Palmer stuff over here and Cornball Country over here, and they could alternate.
Or we could start a band called Pearl Palmer
Earl Palmer, that'd
that
be great.
combined both Cornball Country and
Why not Minnie Palmer?
Minnie Palmer would be okay too. Yeah.
Earl Pearl. No, Pearl Palmer is better.
Pearl.
So, that's what's great about these names is it's classic, setting up a classic band dilemma. The first thing we do is argue over the name of the band and then break up.
Oh yeah, he and I are going to do that any moment. We're going to do one more song because it's almost 7:45. But before that, I forgot what I was going to say before that. Nope, it's gone now.
You sure? Take your
Yeah.
time.
Thank you. I think, what did we do? 2 songs total?
No, I think we actually did 3. There might have been a third song.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. If people who will comment on the YouTube channel, if anybody's watching, comment on the YouTube channel to complain about all the talking, and then we will make the next one more music rich. If, however, no one complains, we're going to keep doing what seems to come natural to us, which is promoting.
So it's like a telethon. We're kind of like, stop the pain.
We should actually ask people to send money to make us stop. Only they are free. You are actually free to turn off your computer, which most people who complain about television never seem to know that.
It's like the Outer Limits.
Can you believe how terrible these shows are?
The Outer Limits is the update is we've taken control of your YouTube channel.
Right. I love the fact that we have a YouTube channel.
Nobody knows what that reference is, do they?
We do,
We do.
and they do. Look at me, my leather coat, tiny little shade, skinny little goat, shiny little shoes and skinny little pants. Wouldn't you know, too cool to dance, too cool to dance, too cool to dance. Well, I look so good in my mohair suit. They had to study me at an institute where they did research that was so advanced. The results came back too cool to dance, too cool to dance, too cool to dance, too cool to dance. She wore platform shoes. She could barely walk. The way she snapped her gum, she could make it talk. She gave me a look, just a sidelong glance. And I knew that chick was too cool to dance, too cool to dance. She's too cool to dance, too cool to dance. Too cool to dance. I'm too cool, she's too cool. We both too cool to dance. I'm too cool, she's too cool. We too cool to dance. I'm too cool. My baby too cool to dance. Look at me in my leather coat, tiny little shades, this skinny little goat, shiny little shoes, skinny little pants. Wouldn't you know I'm too cool to dance, too cool to dance, too cool to dance, too cool. You should do whatever you want now. Well, thank you, Howard.
Remember, look for liquid death coming to a pool near you.
Yeah, that's right.
Are we off?
And